Get ready with me while I talk about 5 mistakes that gentle parents make and how to avoid them. The first mistake I see all the time is not giving yourself grace. You want your child to be compassionate to themselves and to allow themselves to make mistakes. You're going to have to model that. This means if you've done something that you don't like, if you've raised your voice or whatever, you apologise and you move on and you learn from it in the same way you'd want your child to do. The second mistake I see gentle parents making all the time is getting hung up on very specific words or phrases that they feel they should or shouldn't use. If you occasionally say good boy or good job or whatever, something like that, or well done, that's not going to ruin your child. It's not going to even remotely negatively affect your relationship with your child. If you use it as a behaviour manipulation tool to try and get your child to do things they repeatedly don't want to do, then you're going to have an issue. But as a spontaneous celebration of something they've done that comes out of your mouth, you're fine. The third mistake I see gentle parents making is something that basically gives some of us a bad name. And it's forgetting that your child's freedom doesn't trump other people's right to enjoy a space. Things that are severely disruptive or can be dangerous, like running around in restaurants where there are hot drinks, is not okay. And although what I will say is that most permissive parents I've seen are not actually gentle parents, they are authoritarian parents, we're more likely to get a bad name. Now, I definitely went through a permissive parenting stage. It's really embarrassing to think of what I let my kids do, like mortifying. And there's certainly going to be fluctuations while you're trying to find your rhythm. But generally, if you have the thought, is this disrupting other people or is it dangerous? That should get you through most circumstances. The fourth mistake I see parents making is not thinking about themselves as a human. Think about when your child is a parent or if they're a parent. Do you want them to be completely consumed by parenting and have absolutely nothing else going on in their lives and to be thought of by their child as some sort of servant? Probably not. So give yourself the same respect and the same courtesy and have hobbies or interests or just time outside of your child. It's absolutely healthy and you deserve it. And the fifth thing I see a lot is parents scared to put boundaries in. It's a lot easier to deal with situations if you've already decided on your boundary. So if you have a situation that repeatedly comes up, let's say when you go out and about, your child repeatedly refuses to get in the car on the way home, make a plan beforehand of exactly how you're going to handle it, about where you're happy with the boundary, and then stick to it. And this actually, there's a sixth one. And this is gentle parents changing what they're doing because of their child's reaction. It's okay for your child to not like the boundary. But as long as you are communicating why and you're doing it for your family's best interest as a whole, it's okay for them to protest. Even if that protest looks like a massive tantrum, you validate their feelings, you keep them safe during the tantrum, and you hold your boundary. Just having that plan in your head of exactly how you're going to handle it beforehand can be helpful. I've been gentle parenting for 12 years now. I've got a free quick start guide to gentle parenting in the link in my bio, and feel free to ask me any questions.